Oh, I got a request recording permission from you, which I think I did. So you gotta allow me to record, Tim.
Shit, where do I do that?
I don't know.
Okay, well, this is great radio.
Good thing it's not radio, huh?
Well, I'll tell you what. Just you record it and then whatever.
The video.
Sure, sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
I should have changed my shirt. I stink.
Shit. What sucks is that you did sound better before. No.
Me?
No, Ira. I'm sorry. No, Steph did.
I sounded better, I guess.
Yeah.
Stop sounding like, ass stuff.
I can't help it.
All right. Well, we're back.
We're back.
And we're done, I guess, with the riot chat. One thing that happened last night, I said, I'm going to stop watching the riot for a little bit. I want some laughs. So I started watching Space Force, and it was so depressing. I went back to something funny like the riots.
Depressing because it wasn't good?
Oh, my God. It sucks so
Okay,
hard.
good. So you're with me on that, right?
Oh,
I tried.
Shit, what a piece of shit that is.
I heard it's bad. I haven't watched it because I heard the reviews were terrible, but I did go back to upload, and I loved it.
I love that, Jeff.
Yeah, that's funny.
What, Jeff?
I said I did go back to upload the other Greg Daniels show, and it was really good. I watched all of it. It was great.
So we were right.
You were right. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. You were right. It was very good. I was glad I went back to it.
Jeff, you watched half of the episodes. What kept you going?
I think it's funny.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I didn't laugh once.
I'm with you, Tim. I was waiting for a laugh. I got 1.5 episodes in, and I was like, it's not for me.
No.
The reviews are just abysmal.
Are they?
Keep watching. It gets really funny.
I find it very difficult to believe.
No,
I'll give it another couple episodes, but I have limited time to watch stuff, so I can't try everything.
It has to be something that grips you right off.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like What We Do in the Shadows at all, which is funny.
It does start kind of slow, but it gets funnier.
Yeah,
Brad Willard is fucking great in his last.
Willard is good in it. It should have just been him sitting in a bed riffing, and I would have watched it.
It's kind of sad though watching him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, well, I had my parents texting me last night. They were watching it. I said, "Yeah, what did you think, Mom?" She's like, "I don't really care for it, but your father is cracking up.
Wow,
he loves it."
Yeah,
so Jeff and Mr. Malkin.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
We thought it would be funny.
We thought it would be funny if we locked you in a room and made you like an awful Steve Carell show.
Maybe next week I'll have my dad call in to talk about that.
Yeah, let's do it. Me and Ira's dad will talk about Space Force.
I'd like to hear about the time he had to put his coat on a naked lady in an elevator.
Actually, that's what I meant. I was going to have him talk about that.
We could do that next week.
I think that would be great.
Yeah. Well, coming up on the show today, you're going to have Mike Armentrout with a little game that I like to call, as I scroll, It's a Riot with Mike Armentrout.
It sounds like it is, Mike.
I'm going to give you three a synopsis of a film with a riot scene, and your guys are going to have to guess.
Oh, this is good.
I'll read you the clue. If you don't get it, then we'll do multiple choice.
Oh, Mike, you sound really excited today.
This is as excited as I ever get.
I know. It's a nice change. Usually you're very low key.
Well, I'm kind of lamed up here. I'm gimpy. I got beat up in the riot.
Did you? Did you do any graffiti on the walls out there?
I did. I wrote, "Fuck the man."
Hey, by the way, what's this F12 thing? What is that?
I don't know what that means. What does it mean? Anybody know? F12, fuck 12. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, all the television stations seem to have a problem getting the fucks.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Your channel, especially.
Fuck the police, it means. Fuck the police because it means fuck the drug unit. I don't know. Whatever.
But that's what 12 is?
I don't know. I just looked at it on Urban Dictionary. Don't care. Another huge disappointment in the entertainment industry has been HBO Max. According to you guys, I got it, and I couldn't find anything to watch, so I watched a bunch of episodes of Aqua Teen Hunger Force because they have all of them on
there. I watched all of me.
You did?
Yeah.
I started to watch that the other day, and I don't know what happened.
All of me?
Yeah, the old Steve Martin movie.
Yeah. How does it hold up for you, Jeff?
It's okay. I forgot how the whole beginning part. It looks so 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're like a TV show, like an episode of a TV show is coming on.
Yeah.
Isn't the guy from Ghost in that? He plays the Swami.
Yeah.
And then
in Fletch.
Yeah. And then who is the female lead in that? I forgot. Lily Tomlin?
Yeah, Lily Tomlin, and then Victoria Tennant, who was.
That's right. He used to be with her in the 80s, right?
I don't know if she's still married to Steve Martin, but she was for a time.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What are you watching the HBO Max on, Tim? Because I know it's
my phone.
Okay, yeah, because the Fire Stick, we can't watch it on our Fire Stick.
On Apple TV. That's what
yeah, it's stupid, and I mean, I think that's why a lot of people are pissed because it's not on the Roku, it's not on your Fire Stick, and you can only watch it on your damn computer or your phone.
I can't get it on my Amazon Fire TV.
So let me ask you this. So that's the problem with it. So if you have HBO already, do you have to pay for HBO Max?
No,
because we have AT&T TV and we had HBO, and we just downloaded the app and it was on our TV. That's it.
First day though, for the first few hours, you couldn't sign in with Comcast.
Well, you couldn't. I could. With Comcast.
No, nobody could.
Oh, really?
Comcast, yeah. And then eventually,
Jeff was texting me. He was getting pissed.
Comcast caved and let you log in with your Comcast ID.
On your phone, yeah, because I kept getting that problem too. All right, but now it works. So what is the big deal about HBO Max? What are they going to be bringing to?
I think it's because you can watch all this other Turner stuff.
Okay.
You know, all the TBS stuff, all the TNT stuff, just everything else that AT&T has, that Turner has, you can find all in one place. I think that's the big deal.
And the eventual the eventual reunion of Friends is going to be on there.
Yay.
So,
I never watched.
What a lot of people are clamoring for.
Well, they were saying that was going to be available at launch, but then this whole quarantine thing shut that down. So.
Is that the only new programming they're going to have?
No, they have some original programming, but I haven't checked any of it out.
Yeah, I mean, I perused the adult stuff for a while. I didn't see anything.
Porn?
You know what I mean? The stuff that wasn't kid stuff.
Red Shoe Diaries.
However, I will say that my kids found a bunch of stuff that they could watch on it, but I don't know. For me,
Cab Confessions.
Yeah, they've been eating that up.
So if you have cable at home, you can log into HBO Max on your TV then, right?
If you have HBO, yeah.
All right.
See, we don't have HBO anymore. You know, I've been bootlegging Jeff's Xfinity app on my phone and watching shows. So we got HBO through Amazon, right? Because we were thinking we'll just watch it through Prime. And then Booyah got screwed in the face with this crap because the Fire Stick won't
they're
play
working out a deal, but they'll come around eventually, but not right now.
But it's bullshit because we're paying for HBO through Amazon and we don't get the stupid shit. It's very irritating.
That does suck.
Yeah.
Sorry. Well, there's nothing I can do about it. It's not my fault.
We're still gonna blame you.
I know. Well, you blame me for everything. Blame me.
Can you do something about this? Can you tweet them or something?
No, but I can go on Gab. You know, Gab, the Gab. Well, there's no app. Doesn't matter. They don't allow an app on the iPhone or Google Play. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Fuck you.
Now, me and Jeff did watch this Elmo Not So Late show. Did you see that advertised?
That on HBO Max?
Yeah.
It's on So it's Elmo does like a late night show. And I'll tell you what. So I was watching with the kids. They love it. It's very much like the old Muppet Show. I mean, not very much, but it has that feel, you know?
Yeah, the whole backstage stuff with the mom, the dad of Elmo.
Yeah, they're out doing like skits on the show and doing stuff, and then it all goes backstage, and you see what's going on backstage, and there's all kind of craziness.
It's like a Muppet Show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
who's the band leader?
Huh?
Cookie Monster.
Who?
Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster is the sidekick.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't have a band leader?
Was there a band? There is a band on there.
Is it Luis?
It's not like Dr. Teeth or anything.
It's like the leader of the band because it's got that big bear that's drumming right behind him.
Oh yeah, it's clever, and they have guests like Jimmy Fallon was on, and then the Jonas Brothers were on.
Oh, don't talk about Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, I know. Well, he was on. What am I going to say?
He did an impression of Chris Rock that I felt was so inappropriate.
Oh, really?
20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years ago, and for that
we have to cancel.
Right.
Yeah, let's cancel Jimmy Fallon the least innocuous.
Yeah, the most innocuous of all the
Or whatever, the most exactly.
Right.
The thing is, though, Elmo's voice is really fucking annoying. It's
irritating.
fine in like small bursts on when you see him occasionally, but trying to listen to him do a monologue and stuff, it's like really grating on the ears.
Yeah, even my kids can't handle that.
Why is it so bad?
It just
you know what Elmo sounds like. It's annoying.
It does something to my eardrums. It makes my eardrums like have spasms.
I can't do it.
No, it's like.
I'd rather hear the Swedish Chef for 2 hours.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
Cookie
Monster. I would love to watch a talk show hosted by Cookie Monster.
Oh yeah.
No, what's his the Count from Sesame Street?
Yeah, anybody but Elmo with that voice. Oh God.
I'd even listen to Beaker.
Al, the Count is the only Jewish person that lives on Sesame Street.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Juan, oy vey. How long am I gonna have to count? Hey.
Bert might be a member of the tribe.
No, Bert isn't Jewish. He's too uptight, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe Ernie is. I don't know. Big Bird is. He's got that
three knishes. That's too much.
I can't do anything. It's Shabbos.
2 servings of kugel.
Two house goys. Ira, did you have a house goy when you were a kid?
Of course not.
Oh, because you guys didn't.
No, we didn't do Jewy stuff.
We'll find out next week when we talk to Ira's dad.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, my dad? Are you kidding me? The first time my mother ever went to my father's parents' house when they were first dating, my dad's mother made pork chops. So that shows you how Jewish he was.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. You find out when Woody Allen was a kid, his family weren't kosher at all.
Oh, we need to talk about that book, huh?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it later. But right now, we're going to take a little break, and then we're going to come back, and Steph's going to do some news.
Oh, good.
So now we're taking a break on your balls. Jeff?
People rioting out in the hall.
I like your suede background, dude.
What is that?
It's one of Suede's originals.
Who's Suede?
Our dude. Wade
Harrison. Oh, and we're back.
And we are back. Welcome back. Look at Jeff's awesome background. He's got the suede background, which is pretty fly. Explain what that is.
Steph had her graffiti background, so I got one of.
That's not as cool as a suede background. I'm gonna have to go poach his crap. I'll have to ask him. Can I poach it? Did you ask him, Jeff, if you can use his background? Well, I'm gonna actually ask him.
Well, I'm gonna start graffitiing my bedroom walls here. So
let your kids do it.
You guys stand by.
Hey guys, Radio Labyrinth is brought to you by some sponsors, and I'm going to read one right now. Atlanta Pizza in Euro. They are now open for dine-in service with limited seating per required precautions. They practice 6-foot social distancing wherever possible, so you're not going to have to wear a stupid pool noodle like they do in Germany or a rubber fucking inner tube like they do some places. Whenever possible, they do social distancing. They sanitize the tables between customers, and they provide single-use condiments, salt, pepper, ketchup, Parmesan cheese. They also offer takeout and curbside for those who prefer that. And you don't have to pay ahead of time, by the way. You can just show up, and they will take your credit card or your cash in and make change. For more information or to order online, go to AtlantaPizzaEuro.com. That's GYRO. And Mike Hall, the proprietor, wants to say thank you to everybody who's been supportive through these tough times for the restaurant industry. So thank you very much, Mike and Atlanta Pizza and Euro.
Do they also offer single-use condoms?
Out back, they had that Oasis out there.
They offer multiple use ones.
You can use condoms twice. You just got to turn them inside out and shake them out of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Shake them out.
Yeah, that's.
Can't you just put a little pizza sauce on there and just like the tomato acid eat away?
All right, I gotta go.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry.
There goes our
Michael
last
loved it.
sponsor. We also have a couple others, and so please patronize our sponsors. Patronize our sponsors. Steph, what's some news stuff?
Well, I know Jeff was a big fan of John Krasinski's Good News web series he had going.
I never watched one of those.
I mean, they were good.
They're very heartwarming.
Yeah, they were really great. He developed a huge following. I mean, I think he was getting a couple million views a week on YouTube or something like that.
Well, back up a minute. What is Some Good News is the name of the show, right?
Right.
And where was it? Where did you watch it before?
YouTube.
Okay. So it was created by John Krasinski.
Yeah. From The Office and Jack Ryan and A Quiet Place, star and director.
So what was the premise of the show?
He only told good news stories.
Oh, okay.
And it was just him in his office at home, very bare bones. And, he would just get out. And sometimes he would do stuff like 1 week. If you're an Office fan, you remember when Jim and Pam got married, which was a huge deal. And in that episode, there was a dance that happened down the aisle of all the different characters from the show to this song. Well, there was a couple that got married, and he had all of the most of pretty much everybody from The Office zoom in and do their dance.
Oh, that's cool.
When they did in that one episode. Yeah, it was very cool.
The backstory was that couple had got engaged doing the Jim and Pam engagement at a gas station.
Thank you, Jeff. Yes, that was the part I forgot.
And their wedding was supposed to be during quarantine, but they couldn't do it.
Nah.
So John Krasinski got ordained as one of those, online ministries or whatever, and he performed a wedding for them over Zoom. And then
this is so much better as a story.
Yeah, and the entire Office cast zoomed in and did the dance and everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what's the problem now? Tell us what happened.
It's not a problem. He has other projects he's got to get to work on, and he wants it to keep going. So he sold the whole project to CBS.
Oh.
And he got a lot of criticism for that because, people felt like now that quarantine's kind of dying down, that he's just dropping it. And of course he's making money off of it, but I mean, so what if he's making money off of it?
For my endeavors, what is the problem? I shouldn't eat.
Right. And anyway, so that's basically the story. I mean, so many people gave him crap about selling it that he actually had to go out and defend himself.
Oh, whatever.
Which is nonsensical that he had to defend himself. I mean, he did something out of the goodness of his heart for several weeks where he was just trying to bring happiness to people, and it ended up actually becoming like a show. I mean, who knows? I mean, it actually may end up being even better than what he did because they can do more stuff with it now.
I mean, CBS has a lot more resources to put behind it than he does.
Yeah, like graphic.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically it was stupid that he had to defend it. And
how dare someone make money?
I know. Off of an original idea that they had, basically. And my next story, who amongst us, I know I'm excited about this, the new Perry Mason show on HBO. Have you guys watched that trailer that they dropped?
I did. I'm going to watch that.
It looks really good with Matthew Reese from your show, Tim, The Americans.
Is he in a wheelchair? No, that's Ironsides. Shit. I confuse all my Raymond Burr series. So,
well, I like it that it's taking place in 1930s Los Angeles. It looks very gritty, and it's a limited series. So I don't know if we'll get a second season. It may just be this season, and that's it.
When does it start?
It's the end of June here. I forget what date it is, but it's right towards the end of June, and it's produced by Robert Downey Jr. Him and his wife. They produced it.
Oh, really?
Which I don't think he's really gotten into the game of doing this kind of stuff yet.
Who?
And Robert Downey Jr. Producing like a show like this for HBO. But Tim Van Patten is directing the series, and he worked on Game of Thrones, Sopranos, Sex and the City, Deadwood. So it's a hell of a guy to have
American Ninja.
Right. In the series, we got John Lithgow, Tatiana Maslany. So if you're a fan of Orphan Black, which I know a lot of people love Orphan Black.
First season.
She's a great actress. Shea Wiggum, who we all love.
Oh, Shea Wiggum.
Shea Wiggum's in it.
Wig.
And
remember, Ralphie, if you're picking.
I don't know.
What, Jeff?
Remember, Ralphie, if your nose bleeds, you're picking it too much or not enough.
Choo choo choose you.
My
So there's
cat's breath smells like cat food.
These
So
berries
there's a-
taste like burning. That's my favorite Ralph Wiggum quote.
Which one was it?
These berries taste like burning.
Like burning.
So anyway, there's a hell of a lot of good people in the show. It looks really good. It looks like one of HBO's top. I loved like that whatever that night show was. What was the one with the guy?
Confessions.
No, not Dixon.
Well, I like Mayor Winningham, so I'll be watching it.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It's Mayor Winningham, right?
No, I don't think Mayor Winningham's in it.
Isn't she? You said she was the star. She's playing Raymond Burr's character.
No, Matthew Reyes is playing Perry Mason.
All right.
Was it the night of? Is that what you're trying to think of?
The night of.
Yeah.
Yes, Ira. Yes, I feel like this is going to be kind of like that feeling to it anyway.
Yeah.
And my next story, have you guys heard about Martin Scorsese's flick he's supposed to be having come out, Killers of the Flower Moon?
No,
I have not.
That's his next production, and it looks like it's going to be really good. It's about the Indians. It was this tribe in the 1920s that they gave this crap land to out in the West. You like my randomness of this? But and then it turned out the land was worth a shit ton of money because they were sitting on all this oil. So for about 10 years, this tribe of Indians were the richest people in the world per capita.
Really?
So of course the white man came in, and they started all mysteriously dying.
Is this a true story?
It's a true story, and it's
I'm
based.
gonna watch it. It's Scorsese, so how do you avoid a Scorsese?
And this sounds up your alley, Tim.
I think it sounds really good, and the story about this is that Paramount, they wanted it, but then because DiCaprio was going to play the hero in this movie. And then DiCaprio decided he doesn't want to play the hero. He wants to play the villain. Okay. So then Paramount was like, this isn't a movie that we really think is going to be a big seller. This sounds more like some moody, smaller something. And Scorsese wants this $200 million budget for it. Jeez. So Paramount was like, no, we're not going to put that much money into something that doesn't sound like it's going to be a big audience. And Apple stepped up and said, well, give you all the money you want, Scores. Do what you want to do.
Of course.
Yeah. And so Apple got on board, and now it's going to go on through just the way he wants it.
Good.
And it's just going to be on Apple TV Plus?
No, actually, there's going to be a theatrical release. Oh. Yeah. And but it will, I
believe
who's going to
go to the theater?
I mean, it's not going to be out till next year, so who knows? You know, we'll probably be through the third wave of COVID at that point, and it'll just be like a regular.
10 of us that are left on Earth will go see this movie. I hope that somebody knows how to run a projector survive.
Well, anyway, those are all my little newsy stories, and I hope
that was good.
They were things that you didn't know.
Well, listen, you forgot a couple of main things. Hi, Paul Stanley from the band Kiss here. I'm also an artist, and I do paintings. I'm taking a break from doing a painting right now because I want to talk about a couple of people who passed away. Ira, what do you call that segment?
Who died?
Who died?
Yeah, this is Gene. I am going to take over the Who Died segment because I don't think anybody else could do it as well as we could. So if you go to kissonline.com, you will find out who died. Thank you.
No. Gene, we have to tell people on this podcast who died.
We're giving this away for free.
Well, no, they pay us like $1,000 a minute to do it.
Yeah, that'll work for me, but no less than that.
Well, first of all, Gene, I want to say rest in peace to actor Anthony James, who's 77 years old. You guys know who that is, right?
No, I have no idea who that is. Did he have big rock and roll boots like we did?
Well, I don't know what he did in his sex life, but as an actor, he's the guy that owns the whorehouse in The Unforgiven. You know that movie.
I do, but I haven't seen that one since 1971.
No, well, that's weird because it came out in the 90s. But so the Clint Eastwood and Black Dracula, they go back in time and try to kill these cowboys who beat up a hooker. And it's really crazy because they get there and it's like all Western times and everything. And Popeye Doyle is the sheriff of this town or something. And so his name is Little Bill in this movie. Anyway, so the movie happens and all the bad stuff happens and they kill Morgan Freeman. And Oh, my little puppy.
Spoiler alert.
Well, you know, if you haven't seen The Unforgiven yet, it's your, you know, I'm sorry, sue me.
Paul,
Forgive me.
don't
Anyway.
cuss, Paul. We don't cuss.
So they walk in, and so Clint, you know, they're gonna go on this posse with Gene Hackman. They're gonna do a posse, and Clint Eastwood walks in, and he pulls the, you know, back the hammer on his shotgun, and that stops everything. And he looks and he goes, "Who owns this place?" No one says anything, and then he looks at a big guy and he goes, "You fat man, speak up." And then the owner says, "I own it. I bought it for $2,000." And then he shoots him. That guy is Anthony James. He's also the guy who sings in the shower scene in Naked Gun 2, Memory, with Priscilla Presley. So you guys know him. He's a pockmarked face guy who's very skinny and has a mustache.
He always played a bad guy, usually.
Yeah,
almost always played a bad guy.
Right, and he was on a couple TV shows. I think he was on T.J. Hooker.
I think they call that a character actor. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Gene. They call him a character.
I saw a video of Gene Simmons doing a posse one time.
You did?
I like posse.
Yeah, the one that wasn't your wife. Then because you're so old and decrepit, you just lifted up your shirt and put it in.
I am not decrepit.
It was the sexiest porno tape I'd seen from Hulk Hogan.
You remember when I was in that movie with Cher?
What movie were you in with Cher?
I was in a movie with Cher one time.
You did a movie with Tom Selleck with these little robots. I remember that.
I don't even remember that one. And I don't do any drugs.
You were like an evil guy that controlled all these robots.
Yes, you were correct. It was.
And Magnum PI had to fight you. I don't remember. And then also, Gene, listen up.
Yes.
Guitarist Bob Kulick passed away.
I don't know who that is either.
Well, he was a guitarist for Kiss who tried out when we formed the band and lost out to Ace, but we figured he was a lot better than Ace, so we brought him in to do tracks on Kiss Alive too, which is weird because you don't normally overdub a live album unless you're Frank Zappa. But
I thought we weren't going to talk about that. I guess now it's out there in the world, huh?
Well, Bob Kulick, he and his brother Bruce also played guitar for Kiss, and Bob was in Meatloaf, and he played guitar for Lou Reed, and he was only 70, so rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Was it because of the COVID?
No one said anything about why he died. Jesus Christ.
By the way, Steph, I love Chunk. Baby.
I don't see Chunk. Is he behind you or something?
Ruth.
Oh, there.
He ate Chunk.
Okay, so we're going to take another quick little break here, and then we're going to come back and talk about music and stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Let's see.
And we're back.
Wait, do that again.
And we're back.
We are back. We are back. And oh, by the way, if you're watching the video, we're just going to start breaking things up a little bit. And I'm going to get back to putting some audio elements into the podcast, which means I can't edit it the morning it comes out. But anyway, that's on me. But you get the whole thing right here. And I called it Making the Sausage the other day. And Steph was like, what are you talking about? No, making the sausage is watching something be made. It isn't.
Right.
I did not. Yeah, I'm not like.
However, that reference is usually
savvy. I don't know.
It's like making something that you don't want to see being made. It's not pretty.
Yeah. Or that other phrase that my boss, Eric Von Hessler, always brings up. We're here to tell you the baby's ugly.
Right.
No one wants to hear that. So we're on week 2 of our summer road songs playlist. Second weekend. And not everybody put it up there, so I hope you guys have songs.
I don't.
Jeff, why don't you get started?
I picked Eastbound and Down by Jerry Reed as my first song.
Good one. That's from Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, and also Eastbound and Down, the show.
Yeah.
Then I picked Trailways by Josh Joplin Group.
That's a good song.
I don't know that.
Yeah. It's off Josh Joplin Group. I think it's off their first album. It's a good song to listen to on the road.
Yeah.
And Running Down a Dream by Tom Petty.
Absolutely.
See, that's a road song. That is the ultimate.
Yeah, that's a good road song.
I almost picked that, but I thought it was too on the nose. But Jeff, you're the on the nose guy here.
Well, no, I mean, it's a great song. I mean, it could be something that you like to listen to personally when you're on the road. I mean, I like to listen. If I'm going on a long road trip by myself, I listen to the Les Miserables soundtrack from
An old 50 calls.
No, I do listen to prank calls and talk and stuff, but So no one else has anything. Steph, do you have any this week?
I do. I like one of I like Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. That's the driving to the beach song, getting in the mood to chill and have a good time.
I think
You know
Jeff
that
put
song.
one last week.
That was on. No, that was on our other playlist.
Oh, okay. So then, okay. Sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean
Jeff
to
already picked that.
for the other
No, for-
playlist.
Well, nix it. Just nix it.
No.
I'm not. I don't know why I forgot to do this, but I forgot to do this. So just strike me for now, and I'm going to put something in there for you to actually add to the playlist after the show.
Wait,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't have any other songs besides Three Little Birds?
I mean, I hadn't really thought about anything, and you guys didn't do mine from last week, right? You didn't.
Yeah, we did.
You did put it on. Okay, so
We did.
yeah,
We took care of you.
I'm not prepared. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm
It's okay.
sorry.
Well, I did something that was kind of cheesy, which was I had started putting a list together, and my first song was "Beautiful Girls" by Van Halen, off of Van Halen 2.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, it's perfect. It's a summer song. But then I was starting to think of all these other Halen tunes I could put in there. So then I thought today, maybe I'll just do 3 Halen songs. Is that okay?
Yeah. So what are they again?
Well, I'm going to do "Beautiful Girls." I'm going to do no, wait. I'm sorry. Hear About It Later off of Fair Warning, and because it's popular, but I'm going to do Panama. But I'm just thinking of 3 summer driving songs. When I think of 80s summer for me,
Yeah.
I think of getting in a car and putting on all of those early albums. So
Good.
that's what it's going to be.
Those are all really good. All right, can I
Thank you.
change? Can I change my mind?
Yes.
Can I
No.
change my mind?
Shut
Let
up.
me pull up one of my actual playlists.
All right. Well, we got to go. It's been nice talking to you.
And then I'll tell you like 3 songs from there. Okay.
What?
This is my 80s
Okay.
playlist.
Go
So
ahead.
okay, so here's one. How about My Kind of Lover by Billy Squier? I think that's a great driving song.
Yeah.
I'm always getting jammed up for that. And I'll do Just Like Heaven by The Cure.
Good song.
Another good driving song. And then I'll do
Oh, jeez.
I'm Seeger. I've got some Seeger.
Pull it right out of there.
I've got
I'm
some Seeger.
gonna say Photograph by Def Leppard.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Those are all 3 driving good songs.
Now,
Those will be my 3. And I'll write them down for you.
can you guys hear the song "Beautiful Girls" without thinking about gay beer?
What? No.
It's
What are you
gay.
talking about?
Huh? Oh, Schmidt's gay. Yeah, that's what it was. It was an old
Oh,
Saturday
yeah.
Night Live commercial with in the Sandler and
Yeah.
all those guys era.
They took
Well-
it out though whenever they redid when they were showing it again. It's not
Yeah.
on there anymore. They took the song out.
They did?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anything about that. What, they were using "Beautiful Girls" in that?
Mhm.
Yeah, at the beginning.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't
Whenever
know.
they're like, woo!
Yeah.
When they're checking out the butts.
Schmidt's gay. All right. Here's mine. We have Paradise by the Dashboard Light by Meatloaf, which is
Saw
a
that live.
frickin' tune. Gold Sounds by Pavement. If you have never heard that, that's a good song.
Yeah, that
What's
is a
his
good
name?
song.
Steve Malcolmus? Stephen Malcolm?
Malkus. I don't know.
He was another Malk.
Yeah, Malcontent. Then a relatively new song by Greta Van Fleet called Safari Song, which is really cool. Pretty much every Greta Van Fleet song, if you're not like predisposed to hate them for sounding like Zeppelin, is good to crank up while you're driving.
Really. I'm predisposed to hate them for sounding like Zeppelin.
Well,
Should
they're
I
better
get
than
over it
Kingdom
and just
Come.
listen?
They're way better than Kingdom Come, I can tell you that.
Oh, are you kidding me? Come on.
What was their?
Kingdom Come kicks ass.
They had that one song that sounded exactly like Cashmere, and I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, it's it'll come to me. I know it.
When you think of it, belt it out. So we have some from Radio Labyrinth patrons, and you can sign
Get
up.
It On. It's called Get It On.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's-
Get it on.
Get It On.
I remember that.
Yeah.
So you can go to patreon.com/Tim Andrews, and I want to thank everybody for contributing. We have a couple here. We have Dave Benson, who says Motor Breath by Metallica, and I cannot disagree with that.
Yeah.
Tim Slayton says Honeysuckle Blue by Driving and Crying.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Right?
Yeah.
That's a good jam.
And Roby Neely, who contributes every week, and we appreciate the hell out of him. he sent a bunch, so I just picked one, and I hope you don't get mad at me, Roby. But it's Rebel Yell by Billy Idol, which frick yeah.
He wants more, apparently.
It's a fist pumping, hard driving song
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Are Metallica letting their music be on Spotify?
Yeah, it's on Spotify. Yep. Yeah, well, they make money. It's not like Napster when you guys made the sign and then somebody lit it on fire. We have one more, and this comes from Brian Smith, a.k.a. Kickpool. And he picked a couple, and he sent them to me 3 weeks in a row, and I forgot, so I'm going to add them this week.
Oh, wow.
We have When I'm Gone by Dirty Honey, Stick Shifts and Safety Belts by Cake, Dashboard by Modest Mouse, which is absolutely spot on.
I love Modest Mouse.
And there's a band called Crowbot, I'm guessing. And the songs are Back at the Blackwoods, Easy Money, and Burn. So
Those Crowbots are delicious. Did you ever have those at Christmas?
Have what? Crowbots?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what Simmons was trying to use to kill Magnum.
Well, you got to find a way to do it.
Oh, hi, Mike.
Hi. So thank you, everybody, for your songs. I don't really like music. All right, I'm lying. I like Barry Manilow.
You like the Dave Clark 5?
I do. Why do you say that?
Because that's a name he always uses when he's going undercover.
Oh, yeah. Dave.
Really?
Clark, just like the Dave Clark 5.
I never noticed that. Was
I
it in
never
Breaking
read it.
Bad or in Better Call Saul?
Yeah. Well, he's done it a few times.
Oh, I don't know. I never caught on to that.
Well, I don't know. It's not like finding a box of Barra Bonds after you beat Eddie Murphy up. So we have
Oh, yeah. 7
trivia questions here, handwritten by Victor Maitland on a notebook. And I hope
Get to the clinic.
What?
You better get to the clinic before stuff starts falling off of him.
Yeah, you're right. So I have a feeling that I'm losing the voice, so I'm going to keep doing it. And you tell me if I fall out of character.
Just put yourself back in the desert.
Somebody on Twitter yesterday said that that my voices barely sound like the people they're supposed to sound. And I got very angry and upset for a good portion of the day.
Twitter needs to fact check that.
So I thought I would let it out there that I am weak and I can't take criticism.
I don't know why you would listen to Twitter.
Tim doesn't. I do. I do impressions in my own podcast. So we have a game called It's a Riot with Mike Armstrong.
Sounds like a riot.
I'm going to give you a synopsis of a film. You give me the answer. If you don't get it on the first pass, then your clues are multiple choice answers. Are we ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Say your name. Don't shout it out, or we're going to quit. First one. This movie features a great riot, one for the ages. A handsome former casino worker escorts a pregnant woman to a boat. You want me to read it again?
No. Handsome former casino worker, pregnant woman.
Escorts a pregnant woman to a boat.
Poseidon Adventure. Oh, Ira.
Ira?
No, it's not that. All right, somebody else.
Anybody else guess, or do you want the multiple choice answer?
Yeah, let's do the multiple choice.
Yeah.
All right. Is it A, Das Boot, B, Titanic, or C, Children of Men? Steph.
Children of Men.
Yes.
That's correct. You have
Yay.
1 point, Steph.
I've never seen that, though, but everybody goes nuts about it. Is that a great movie or what?
It is.
Is it, Mike?
I loved it. Yep.
You weren't in that one, Mike, huh?
Not enough nudity for my taste, but good. Here's number 2. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. In this film, an inept policeman accidentally starts a citywide riot and climaxes with a nice blowjob for the hero. Steph.
Naked Gun?
No.
Yeah. Bad Lieutenant?
Jeff. No.
That was a good guess, though.
Steph.
Police Academy.
Correct.
Yay!
Oh. Punky.
No, Punky doesn't give the blowjob. Number 3. This comic book-based film features a homogeneous riot and inadvertently lent itself to an anonymous late 2000s anti-Scientology movement and a hit USA Network show. Anyone?
Oh, Ira.
Ira?
Hold on. I can picture it, but I'm trying to remember
That's
the anonymous thing, right? The vigilante, the Vendetta, the V movie.
All right, Ira. V for Vendetta.
V for Vendetta. That's it. Is that it?
That is right. Correct.
Oh yes.
Mr. Robot. Duh. I didn't think about that.
Right.
Duh, indeed. Not making fun of you, Steph. Here's our next one. This film features a very tense riot where my current boss and Madonna's father argue with Jesus. You got to think around the corner to get this one. This film features a very tense riot where my current employer and Madonna's father argue with Jesus. Steph.
Do the right thing.
Correct.
Oh. Your current boss? Wait, it was Giancarlo.
That's right.
Was in Do the Right Thing?
He was. And Madonna's father, of course, is Danny
Aiello.
And Jesus is?
Do the Right Thing.
No, but who plays Jesus? The Jesus.
Oh,
John Turturro.
Right, that was good. That was clever.
Yeah, that was pretty clever.
It wasn't easy, but it was clever.
Lazy at the beginning of writing these, and I got a little more creative as I.
You know, my brain doesn't think that quickly. You realize that, right?
So midway through the game, we have Steph at 3 points, Ira at 1, and Jeff at 0. Jeff, you usually win these.
I'm beating Jeff.
Let's step it up. Are you there, Jeff?
Yeah, pay attention.
All right. Name this one. A draft riot leads to a bloody fight between Howard Hughes and Abe Lincoln.
Jeff, Gangs of New York.
Correct, and Jeff is on the board. Well, we have 2 left.
This is a riot, I got to tell you.
It is possible. You don't like this game? I'm sorry.
No, I love it.
Why don't you go throw a trash can through it?
I'm excited.
A laugh riot from start to finish. Number 6 features aliens, working stiffs, and an epic fight between a hot rod and a guy who trades heroin for blowjobs. Do you guys need the
Jeff,
go ahead.
They Live.
Correct.
Oh man.
Correct. All right, Jeff, you could tie it up here, or Steph, you could win outright.
That was a good pull, Jeff.
Or Ira could get it, and then Steph wins. So
doubtful. Here's
the last one. Finally, and this is one of my favorites, this movie features Eddie saying, "Fuck me," while neo-Nazis beat up people at a concert. Please, Eddie.
Huh.
That's a clue.
Sounds familiar, but I can't place it.
Yeah.
All
Nazis beat up people at a concert.
Nazis beat up concert goers. Well, a guy named Eddie says, "Fuck me."
Give us a multiple choice.
Is the answer A, Detroit Rock City, B, Beatlemania, or C, The Wall?
Ira, B. I'm going with Beatlemania.
Beatlemania.
Wrong.
What?
C, The Wall.
And Steph wins.
Wow.
1-2. Yeah. Eddie,
I don't remember that.
Bob Haskins walks in and he's all passed out and he's all fucked up because they got to take him to the concert. Bob Geldof's passed out, and it's like the first, he just looks down and goes, "Fuck me." Bob Haskins played Eddie in
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Ah,
So what'd you guys think of that game?
that was great.
Oh, it was good. It was challenging. Wasn't too long.
No?
I was happy about it. Yeah, it was good. And I
we got
won,
to
so
listen
I
to
really
Mike.
liked it.
Yeah.
And you got to listen to Mike Armentrout. Well,
Treat.
what?
Always a treat here, Mike. I said
It barely sounded like Mike.
Hey, Steph.
yeah.
Steph, do you guys want to see a dead body?
I do. It's a perfect time. You know, it's almost summertime. That time of year when you just want to go in the woods with your friends, get some bologna sandwiches, and look at dead bodies.
They just found a body in the creek over by where I work.
Oh, let's
What?
go.
Which creek?
I don't know, Cross Creek. I don't know the name of it.
No way.
You want to poke it with a stick?
Real
I want to
quick.
go. I want to go in the creek where the leeches are and get them in my underwear.
Oh, my balls.
So we're talking about this because Steph has a picture of the cast of Stand By Me behind her, and I'm struggling to find who's more successful career. Steph.
Oh, well, River Phoenix, but he's dead.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, looking at that image, you're the most successful person.
Oh, wow. That's horrible. That's sad that I'm the benchmark of this crew here. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel
what?
like Jerry O'Connell won when he married Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah.
He was on Stern a lot too. Remember that?
Yep.
On the Stern all the time.
Shut up.
But what a great movie.
Oh, yeah.
Great
Bob
movie.
Reiner directed it. Stephen King wrote it.
I've seen it so many times, and I swear every single time when Chris Chambers dissolves into the and he says about how he was stabbed trying to save, I get a little weepy every single time. It gets me, and especially now that he's really dead.
Isn't it narrated by what's his face?
Dreyfuss.
Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah.
Richard Dreyfuss. Wasn't he C-3PO in Star Wars? Remember? Yeah, that's right. It was Daryl Hammond who did him. Richard Dreyfuss. What the hell is a Wookiee? All right. We are going to do our what we're watching in staff picks real quick. I think Ira and I have the same what we've been watching, and that would be the Riot Show.
Oh yeah. Did you put that there too?
Yeah, you put WSB's coverage of the Atlanta riots. I was all over the place with it.
Yeah.
And my poor wife had to get up at midnight last night and go in because of the governor's declaration of state of emergency.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she was really tired today. She may have to go back in tonight, depending on what they do.
Midnight. I haven't even sat down and poured myself a drink yet.
Me either.
No.
I was in bed for an hour and a half before any of this crap really got going last night. I didn't even know about it till I woke up this morning and
Really?
saw.
You went to
Yeah,
bed at
but
5
I'm-
o'clock yesterday?
I went to bed at 10:30, which is late for me.
Yeah.
I normally through the week I go to bed at 9:45, 9:40.
I hid in the White House while they tried to cross the fence. I was scared. I was in the basement. I was very scared. It was very scary. Very, very scary.
Or
I heard-
were you hoarding all the hydroxychloroquine to make sure they didn't get it?
I ate all of it, all 7,000 pills. That's why I'm a little edgy today.
My staff pick is a show that's, well, by the time you've heard this episode on the podcast, it's already been out, but it's a Laurel Canyon, a place and time documentary. It debuts on Sunday, May 31st on Epix, and it's a story about the late 60s, 70s music scene, Mamas and the Papas, Eagles, Jackson Browne, Joni Mitchell, all that shit from that era.
I'm out. I thought it was about Laurel Canyon, the porn star.
I watched Laurel Canyon. It was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
It's already out?
Yeah, it was already out. I already watched it on some whatever. It may have been Hulu or something, but I already watched it. It was really good.
No, I didn't know. I thought it was brand new. Now I feel stupid. Don't watch it.
It's
No,
still
but-
your pick.
No, but
so-
watch it, and then go to YouTube and Google Laurel Canyon conspiracy, and you'll find all these conspiracies about how all these people worked for the CIA, and that Jim Morrison's father actually was a coordinator of this hippie movement to help spread drugs. So because of the baby boomers, they didn't want them to become politically aware, so they fucked them up with drugs and rock and roll.
It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Cool.
So I highly recommend it also.
All right.
Jeff?
We're just doing staff picks.
Well, no, you watched what? What was the thing you
I was
watched?
just gonna say I've been watching the Impractical Jokers dinner party.
Is it
What is
good?
that?
Yeah, they're doing that from home thing where they
Yeah.
every week they have a different meal, and they Skype in with people. Like Guy Fieri Skyped in on this most recent one, and
And that's on True TV.
Yeah, True TV Thursdays.
Cool.
And my staff pick is House Hunters, Comedians on Couches. It's a limited series. It's running from June 2nd to 5th.
Mm-hmm.
They're showing classic old House Hunters episodes, and like 5 comedians are Skyping in basically to make fun of the show.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Look at the list of people.
JB Smoove,
Yeah.
Chris Red, John Mulaney, Elliot is there Whitney Cummings.
Yeah.
That'll be hilarious.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Because you already, whenever you watch House Hunters, you're already making fun of all the people all the time.
Oh yeah. Well, they're infuriating. It's
Yes.
one of the two, especially House Hunters, where they're doing the vacation homes, and you're like, you piece of shit. The way that it's like you're buying a second house on an island, and they're so nitpicky, and they're
Yeah.
such garbage bastards. And you think to yourself, you'd be lying in bed thinking to yourself, how do these assholes have this shit? They don't deserve it. And then it's like, I wish they would just get stranded at sea and die.
Well,
I'm
you know,
sorry.
Steph, sometimes you want to have subway tile in your kill room. Oh, that's for Jeffrey Epstein. I hope he's on.
So wait, Jeff, go back for a second. Where do you find that now? Is it on?
HGTV.
It
June-
is on. It's on the channel.
Yeah, June
Oh.
2nd through 5th.
Oh, so it's coming on.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Cool. Steph?
Okay, I'm watching, oh my God, on Hulu, Solar Opposites. Are you guys watching this yet?
No,
So funny. It's
I canceled my Hulu.
well, you need to get it back. And I'm telling you, if you, especially for all my Rick and Morty fans out there,
I'm gonna have
Justin-
Jeff buy it for me.
well, Justin Roiland has created yet another show, and he is the voice of the main character, one of the main characters on there, and he kind of sounds like Rick, but not totally like Rick. And it's one of those things where I was concerned that it was going to be too much like Rick and Morty, because it's about aliens that are coming to this planet to try and take it over eventually at some point. That's basically the whole whatever. But it's very funny, and it's different. It's a different show completely, but it has a almost like a South Park feel to it. It's very funny. But so I highly recommend Solar Opposites. It's got Thomas Middleditch does one of the voices. The kid that plays Adam on the Goldbergs, he does one of the voices of the son. So it's top notch. So please watch Solar Opposites. And my pick is it starts Sunday, so it'll have already premiered before this show comes out, and it's on AMC, and it's called Quiz, and it's a limited 3-episode series. It's about that British couple that did that scam of the British version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire,
Oh, cool.
where
I
the
didn't know about that.
yeah, the wife would cough when it was the right answer.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, and it's but it's supposed to be done extremely dark, satirically. The entire show is. It
And
looks
that's on
very
what?
good. It's gonna be on
Cool.
AMC, and it starts this Sunday, June 1st, right? Or
Yeah.
May? Is it May 31st or June 1st? Shit.
June 1st is Monday.
Okay, so it's May 31st. This Sunday, May 31st. So the first of the 3 episodes.
Steph, you got to get your Apple TV going so you can watch Central Park too.
Oh, what is that?
That's the new show by the Bob's Burgers guy.
Oh, of Lauren Bouchard.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it looks a lot like Bob's Burgers. Yeah, I think you'd dig it.
Oh, well, God knows I love Bob's Burgers.
I know.
Okay. All right. I will do that. I will finally get this going, and I will watch it.
I like my Uncle Bob's hot dog.
Gross.
It was cream filled.
Ew, damn it, Tim.
No, seriously. Thank you guys. Look, we have a Facebook page. We'll also be sharing what we're watching over there. So just go to facebook.com/Radio Labyrinth. We'll be sharing. We will all be sharing shit that we like and watch when we remember to do it. Before we wrap up, we are going to do what we do every week. Ask us anything. If you are a Patreon member, you can ask us anything every week. I will do a post by Tuesday or Wednesday, and you just put your question there. So we have a couple if you guys are game.
Okay.
Sure.
question comes to me from Roby that says, would you ever consider taking a job in radio outside of Atlanta? No. I would have 15 years ago, 10 years ago, but not now. I'm very happy and with my job here in Atlanta. And also, I wouldn't want to leave my wife here in Atlanta and go do a shitty radio job somewhere else. So I'm very happy. If something happens here in Atlanta, when it comes to radio, I'll just find something else to do.
Well, what if your wife got transferred to like St. Louis or something?
Well, then it would depend on the money. I don't think she'd want to go to St. Louis, though.
I'm just saying, like, for an example, I'm just saying, are you happy here in Atlanta? If you had the choice, let's say they were going to say, we could move you wherever to any market that's kind of similar.
Well, you know what? I got to revise the answer. Thank you, Ira. If Caitlin got offered a job someplace else and she wanted to go, I could do the radio show remotely. So that's a moot point. So, yeah, we figured that out because I've been doing it remotely for almost 3 months. All right. So the next question is, Steph, can you share some of your now defunct comedy routines with us, asks Rob.
They are defunct, that is for sure.
Post up video, Steph, to the Radio Shack.
I'm not going to, I'll tell you what.
Post it to Radio Labyrinth's Facebook page.
How about I just send it to Roby and let him watch it at his leisure?
Yeah.
Send it to me and I'll send it to Roby.
All right, fine. All right, I'll send it to you and you send it to Roby.
I won't totally post it on our Facebook page at all.
It's very crass.
No, it's not. It's funny. It's very crass, but it's funny.
Well, and it's very dated. I mean, it's like from 8 years ago, 9 years ago. A lot of the jokes don't even make sense
President
now.
Obama having a beer summit.
Steph, that blackface is totally, you can't do that anymore.
And I regret it. I regret every second of it. I will never do it again.
It's not very woke.
I mean, I was celebrating African Americans. It wasn't about to try and tear them down.
Cancel. No, but send it. If you still have that video and it's still on YouTube, well, let's post it. It's funny. If you don't want to, I won't badge you.
I just don't like, well, there's a certain somebody on this show who just talked about how they hated to be criticized about their voices yesterday on Twitter. And I too am very sensitive.
You're more sensitive about getting compliment.
Well, there's that too. Anything, any sort of attention at all, I don't care for.
I don't want a reaction to that shit.
That stand-up's funny though. You should.
It is.
Well, I thank you guys.
Well, think about it. You think about it. We'll leave it there.
I will. It's just, in the realms of comedy, it's very, it's like kindergarten shit. It's just, it's not polished.
So it'll be good for the kids. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Ira, run it by your daughters.
Okay. I'll go get them.
They'll definitely like my joke about titty fucking. That'll be perfect.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
You learned something new today, Daddy.
Lastly, what's titty fucking? Brumsky. That's another. No, the Brumsky's your lip. All right. So this last one isn't so much of a question, really, but it's a thing. It comes from Dave Benson, and it says, a few weeks ago, Tim mentioned a mashup between Slayer and the B-52s. You guys should check out the mashup of Slayer and Katrina in the Waves. I think you'll like it, and I'm gonna play it out. You won't hear it here, but I'll play it out in the podcast.
We're gonna do it live.
Cool.
No, it is funny as shit, and they do such a good job. The guy who does all these, and I'll include the link in the details. So that'll about do it for us this week. Let's see. Follow us on social media: Facebook.com/Radio Labyrinth, Radio @Radio_Labyrinth on Twitter, Radio Labyrinth on Instagram. Steph does a lot of good stuff on social media for us. And let's see, to become a Patreon and to find out about all of that, just go to patreon.com/Tim Andrews. Steph, what's going on with the doggies?
Lots of good things for Barkville. We've had a lot of adoptions lately. We have been able to pull a lot more dogs, but we still need fosters so badly. So anybody, if you think about it, we need a lot of temp fosters. You can just do it for maybe a week or 2 weeks till they can go up north to our sister rescue. That would be awesome. So we really need rescues. So please go to barkvilledogrescue.org if you'd like to help, or if you'd like to do a freedom ride. That feels great. You can pick up a dog from the shelter and take it to the vet and get them out, jailbreak them, and that's all you do. So there's lots of different things that you can do for us. That's very helpful. And obviously your donations are always helpful. My dog, Slippin' Jimmy McGill today, he had 2 meet and greets, which is an embarrassment of riches.
Nice.
The fact that he had 2. And they were both great, but I had to give the rose to the second family. I don't know. It was perfect. It was beautiful. So I'll have Jimmy for a little bit longer because he has a little bit of an ear infection. And then Jimmy goes to his next place so he can pull scams on this family and steal their hearts.
Wait,
Did you guys get rid of that pig?
That pig. You were talking about that pig from the shelter.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that pig got adopted. Yes, I would love to have a pig, you guys. I would love to.
Spider
I want a
pig.
pig so bad.
Spider pig. Spider. Ira, what were you gonna say?
I don't know. Something
Tune in
stupid.
next week to talk to Ira's dad.
I don't know. Something stupid. Yeah, let's get your dad on next week. We'll talk about it. We'll have a good time.
All right. I'll check in. We'll see what he's doing.
Didn't you come on a while ago to talk about that movie, or did that never happen?
No, I don't think.
No, he's never been on.
All right, guys. Thanks for doing the show today, and don't go out and riot tonight.
Well,
I feel like it's going to happen again tonight.
I
That's what they're expecting.
I don't think so. The National Guard's on the street tonight,
So?
so I think everything's gonna chill out.
They'll go somewhere. I bet you they'll like go up to Lennox or something.
They already did that.
I know. I feel like they're just. I don't know. I feel like it's Saturday night. It's happening.
I feel like the hoot nannies have already left town. They went to the next town to start some more shit. So,
Hoot nanny. All right, guys. Jeff, did you want to say something?
I'm good.
All right, man. See you guys later.
bye.
Keep it can.
Cannon.
Thanks for listening.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Ira.
Bye.
Oh, by the way, while we're here, hello.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it. I'm not going to be able to. We're going to be out of town next week.
Well, then when you're back, if you can.
Okay. Yeah, we're going. We're going to go do a yurt
Oh,
Right on.
cool.
up in North Carolina. So,
Fuck.
Nice.
Eric.
We'll have fun with that.
Where,
Yeah.
Asheville?
where is it? I don't know. Nancy has the information.
Or
Yeah,
Bard?
you're right. It is. She said it's south of Asheville.
Yeah, we did glamping up there. It was fun.
Did you? It was good.
Mhm.
All right. Did you do any trails or anything?
Yeah, dude, when I took the acid.
All right. I'll be in touch with you guys later.
All right, man. Thank you.
Cool. All right.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.